everyone, Papa Gord here for vlog number 3. It's been a bit of a minute or so since I did the last one, and honestly I think the last couple of weeks feel more like, I don't even know, self-reflection. I've made some stupid decisions, not just in the last couple of weeks, the last few months, definitely. I wish I could do over, but I can't. It's set in stone. I dug my grave, blah, whatever you want to put in there. So I am right now trying to make things right. It's never gonna fix everything. Hopefully things will be learned, which they already have been, but it's just yeah. Honestly, I've not really felt like myself. Mind you, I haven't really felt like myself. I don't even know what myself even feels like. Between either being like hooked on pain pills or off of those, or you replace that, because this is the same. Doesn't matter what you look at. I think generally speaking, almost everybody is either an addict or has an addiction to something, be it food, illegal substances, alcohol, this is the same. This is the exact same. Now, is this more socially acceptable to have this kind of an addiction to 6-inch pieces of plastic that move, or building blocks that you can snap together and make a ship or a car or whatever? It is all the same thing. And when you look at it that way, I don't feel as alone, because I think everybody, and I don't want to assume everybody has some skeleton in their closet that they either just want to completely ignore or just leave. I don't know. It's, again, you guys see, when we do the streams, or when I do the streams, or whichever, like, it's, I don't know how to explain it. I have a great time. That's when I feel I let my guard down the most, and I almost feel the most normal at times. It's almost like being out there in everyday life that I feel is when I'm putting on the act, or an act, not the act, but an act. So you try to keep yourself to where people perceive you, and or if they have never met you, but maybe you've got mutual friends and they're like, oh yeah, so and so, just holy cow. And so that's a lot to live up to. Like, social gatherings are still, especially when it's a lot of people that I don't know. Like we recently went to, it's more a friend of my wife, but we're hitting that milestone this year, a lot of us in our circle, and just in general. So it's the 50th year this year. So our one friend had a 50th birthday party. So we drove out and we went, and you know how many people I talked to when I was there? Like 3, I think. And that's not including my wife. So I knew a few people there. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law came with us. So I talked to him quite a bit, and then other friends of ours who we don't see hardly ever. So I was talking with him as well. But other than that, I stayed in the one corner on the couch for like 3 hours. Everybody got up. Our friend has been seeing a new guy for a while now, and apparently things are going really well. I didn't end up getting up and meeting him until we were saying thank you for the invitation, happy birthday, enjoy the rest of your night, as we're leaving the house party. And I know how that can come off to some people. A lot of people know how, like and I think she did say to him as well when we were shaking hands, meeting and saying goodbye at the same time, that Gord keeps to himself a little bit more. And yeah, I know I do, and I don't know if that's I'm set in my ways, I'll never change, that's just the way it is, I don't like going, and it's true, I don't enjoy going out nearly as much in social settings like that. I don't know if it's, I feel that there's pressure that you got to be on. I don't think you do, but in my head, I always feel like I got to be, go and be haha and witty and what. But again, that's my brain telling me that's what other people's expectations of myself are. And sometimes, most times, that's a difficult place to be in. Like, don't get me wrong, I've had some amazing days, especially being able to have this time off. I don't know if it's coming down because I'm closer to going back to work, because I'm closer to the end of this well, it's not even the end of the process, but it's the end of what I was able to do for myself. Still no medical professionals besides trying to change my medication levels. I have to get in and see my doctor this week, early next week at the latest. There's so much to do, forms to get filled out, people to email to make sure everything is set up correctly. I'm not working at all now. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm just becoming afraid of what it's going to be like to go back, or because I do know how I was prior to taking time away to try to start to get my head right. I knew this whole process, I was not gonna leave a complete shambles and come back like new car smell. Like, I knew that was not gonna happen. I'm so surprised that I haven't been able to sit down, or even something over the computer, a FaceTime or a WhatsApp, whatever, Zoom call, any of those things. I really thought that in the time that I've had off, that I would have at least been able to talk to somebody. And it's almost the complete opposite. I have been doing some reading up. I have been looking up some stuff on the internet. I've been taking some of the stressors out of my life, and a lot of it's worked. Not everything's worked, but let's not even say a lot of it. Some of it's worked. Again, cutting down my social media footprint was definitely the right thing to do. I don't think it's healthy for anybody who may have any self-doubt, anxiety, depression, anything. I honestly think the best thing you could do for yourself is take yourself out of that equation at all, because I have a hard enough time keeping myself in check, let alone seeing even just random posts that come up, because you can't follow everybody. You can't be on Twitter and follow every single person on Twitter and go, yeah, this is great. So you're going to get just random stuff that's going to pop up at times. Same with Instagram. Oh, here's a bunch of 30-second short videos that maybe you have some interest in about, I don't know, the whatever the latest trend is. That just gone. I don't even try to even vaguely understand any of that stuff now. But I don't know. That ever since I got rid of my Twitter, it's been a big help. Honestly, Instagram, if it wasn't for the fact that that's how I communicate with a lot of people, I probably would completely wipe my Instagram account. I don't really see much on Instagram, especially because the people who I follow and what have you. So I don't feel the stressors aren't there as much. Twitter, most definitely. Again, I would use it to keep up with some people who either don't use Instagram or other media sites. But it just, if you're already in a low spot, going on stuff like that is not going to make you feel any better, because there's always something out there, and I don't know. It's like I said, you're always going to make mistakes. You're always going to have to try again. It's if you're willing to try again and knowing that you're probably going to make mistakes. Are you going to make some of the same mistakes? Probably. Are you going to make all the same mistakes? Maybe not. I would hope, even for myself, that some mistakes I've made, I've definitely learned from. There's been other mistakes that I've made that they keep sneaking back in at times. And maybe mistake isn't the right word to use. I don't know. I mean, like, it wasn't my fault that I had to get hip surgeries, that I had to get my hips replaced. Those of you that maybe are watching this, and that you don't know me all that well, yeah, I'm going to be 50 in August, and I've already had both my hips swapped out for ceramic implants. So I've already limited myself as to what I can do and what I can't do. It doesn't mean I can't be out there doing things. I can still ride a bike. I've actually tried cross-country skiing. Mind you, there's no snow again right now, so this might be it until next year. But finally taking a few risks, not trying to baby my new hips or whatever. But like, to have that done, and for the doctors to not have any explanation as to why. Everybody asked me, did you fall? Did you have a bad fall when you were younger? Something that might have... No, nothing. I've asked family, I've asked friends, whatever. No, I've apparently never hurt myself really all that bad when I was growing up. So, do I just have crappy genes? Probably. So, am I full of arthritis? Oh, hell yeah. How? I don't know. Maybe I play ignorant because I don't want to know, because I'm trying to trick myself into thinking, okay, the hips are done, so as long as you keep on that pace, you should be all right. I don't think so. I think maybe there might be more stuff to come down the road, but I got to try to put myself in the day-to-day Not every day is going to be great. Not every day is going to be the absolute worst. I think it's the not knowing, but how can you know? Even if you're planning your days ahead, you don't know. Like, you can't predict. Even though they try, like weather, you can't predict the weather. It could tell you it's going to be minus 40 with like 100-mile-an-hour gusts of wind and whatever. We can end up getting 40 centimeters of snow or something like that. You get up the next day and go outside and it could be 25 degrees out and you're already wearing snow pants and like you're completely dressed for the opposite result of weather. So you can't predict. You never know. You don't know if you've got your car loaded up to go on a trip and then you wake up early the next day, you go hop up into the vehicle and then you can't get your car or your van or truck or whatever you're driving, you can't get it to start. So right there, that already sets your mood. And for me, things like that are very hard for me to let go. It may only take me 5 minutes to get that problem fixed, or maybe it's something simple. Like, I don't know. But I end up just carrying that with me the entire day. That one little thing is enough to just ruin my day. And it seems so stupid to get so mad or so upset about something that you were able to fix, which is a positive, but you still focus on the negative, and then a lot of the time you might think you're feeling fine, but it's the people around you that are like, holy Christ, he's in a mood. Like, dude, like, you couldn't get the car started. And whatever, now we're on the road. We're 5 minutes behind schedule, which is not a big deal because, again, I can't predict what the traffic's going to be like, or you never know. There could be an accident, or maybe there was a sinkhole on the highway. There's always something. But my brain always, again, it focuses on so much negative. Now, over the course of the last few months or so, things have felt better. Not all the time. Do I dwell on stuff? Absolutely. I still do. Some more than others. Some I'm able just to I'm like, whatever. Which I do feel is growth. But it's always one. But anyway, crap, that really threw me for a loop. But like, again, I know I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. I have been trying so hard, and I don't know if it's just the pressures of trying. Like, I don't know what it is, but sometimes you fall back into some old habits that are not great for you, and you need to start over day one. It's not, I have to look at it as it not being a failure, but as how long did I go? Now let's try and see if I can go longer. Like, it's like throwing things at the wall and seeing if it'll stick. Like throwing ideas, see what it'll stick, and hopefully something will stick and it'll be the right thing. I know I still need to talk. I have to talk to somebody. I can't self-diagnose and not self-medicate. I guess to some degree, I guess, I'm not a professional. I'm not trained for any of this stuff. I mean, I can read whatever I want on the internet or in a book and take from it little bits that I think maybe pertain to me a little. And some things definitely help, like taking some time out of my day and just getting rid of, especially technology, just taking myself out of that, not needing the TV on or the computer or the phone, putting the phone away. I've always had an easier time putting down the technology than a lot of people I know, especially in this family. So, like, I can leave my phone up in the bedroom, like for the whole day if I had to, like, and it wouldn't bother me. But the other 3, like, they are sitting on it, and maybe it's something that I can be, that's a good thing for me. I can be happy about that. But I don't know. I guess I'm telling myself, like, you didn't fail. You just pick yourself up. You got to dust yourself off, and you just got to start again. So, you know, like, let's see how far you get this time. And yeah, so I guess, I don't know, I guess that's kind of it. Like I said, there's been ups and downs the last couple of weeks, the last few months, like really the last few months definitely, but the last couple of weeks has been more, or even though just over the last week or so, has been more of an eye-opener again, just to not think that, well, you know what, except for maybe having a few highs and lows, just with, you know, the anxiety and stuff like that, that, you know, there's more that goes along with it. Physically, I'm trying to still get my head around, like, the snacking bit, and because I am snacking a little more. Mind you, I'm still keeping the weight to where it is. I'm just not dropping anymore. I don't consider that a failure. I know me. I have been able to keep almost all of this weight off for more than a few years now, which I know that's a good habit. So yeah, you do slide off once, and I know, like, for sure when I do get back to work, the food routine will definitely become easier for me because it will help set a day routine for me. These days that I'm home and have all this time to myself, sometimes that's a bad thing, because if there's stuff in the house and I'm just not having a day, or I'm having one of those days that it's, oh, okay, what have we got to munch on? And again, right, as you're going through the eating, you feel all right. It's the second you're done chewing and swallowing, and then you're looking down going, oh man, I so did not need to have that right now. And especially when people are coming home in like an hour, and dinner's going to be an hour and a half, and then you're not hungry for dinner, and then so yeah, it's interesting to see how so many things are connected. But you know what, where are we now? Day 4, day 5, something like that. Knock on wood that you know, that I'm heading down the right path again. And I know there's going to be shortcuts that are going to show up, and I'm going to have to maybe tunnel vision myself for a while and not look for the shortcut things. Not to say, hey, the road to happiness is over here, and that'll cut how many months off of my journey? That's not a guarantee. Or I don't know, the swamp of despair. I'm just throwing pop culture references in now. But anyways, that's going to do it. Like I said, like, there are good days. There are good things to take from. Absolutely. Do I think my good days are higher than my bad days? I don't think we're there yet. I know we're not there yet. We got over a couple of hurdles. I think we'll be closer. But yeah, we're definitely not there yet. Do I feel like I could be harm to myself? No, I don't feel that low. So that is what I am taking as a high right now. And if that's the building block of where I have to try to work from, that's what I'm going to be working from. and we'll see where that gets us. Maybe in the next little while I'll start getting some phone calls that some medical professionals finally have some space for me, and maybe that there's somebody there that I can open up and talk to and just open the floodgates. And maybe some of that'll take some of that. Maybe I'll end up walking a little bit taller, because I know I walk kind of downtrodden. So that may be what'll do it. That'll just put me over the top of feeling all right. Like I said, some of the highs, doing the streams, chatting with everybody, I do need that a lot. But again, it's, I don't know. Anyway, we'll save that for the next vlog, which hopefully won't be as long as it took to do this one. But some things did come up that were were more important than me sitting down for half an hour and talking. So to those that watch, I hope you guys and girls out there, you get something from this. You know, if it's just a watch to help support me going through this stuff, then thank you very much. I really do. It does mean the world to me. But yeah, this is just me to kind of get some weight off and carry on and see where we go next time. So thanks everybody. We'll talk to you in the next vlog. So be well. Yeah, later, right? Gotta do it this way.